Hey there and welcome to this episode of Bring It Back to Smile with myself, Dave Sheahan, here on Lyra Media. And I hope you've been doing well, especially since the last episode. And I hope everything I shared in the last episode, as well as all previous episodes, have helped you to lead a better life. Remember, here at Lyra Media on Bringing Back to Smile, the name says it all. We want to bring back to smile. I'm here to help you to enjoy your life more, to bring back to smile more, to bring laughter back more, to just bring a feeling of happiness back. And as I stress in every single episode, the power is literally in your hands. And is there a pen here? You hold the pen. You hold the pen in your life. You're literally writing down the life that you're living right now. You wrote it. The life you're going to be living in the future, you're writing it. And the life you wrote, your life you lived in the past, you wrote it. And we have to take personal responsibility for that. And I start every show pretty much with that line in terms of taking personal responsibility. And that's what it all boils down to. We have to take personal responsibility for all areas of our life, and that includes our happiness. You know, what will make us happy? How do we feel happy? What even is happiness to us? Do you even know what happiness means to you? Because if you don't know what happiness means to you, how do you expect to achieve it? You know, it's like if you were to set off in your car somewhere. If you don't know where you're going, you're not really going to end up anywhere. It'll just be by chance. It could be good, it could be bad. But if you decide you're going to a particular destination and you identify how you're going to get there, what's required to get there, the exact direction and GPS basically to get to that point, you will get there. It's guaranteed. Once you follow the instructions and tick the boxes all the way along, you're going to get there. And that's the way life can be. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You just have to be very clear on what you want. You have to be very clear on what the steps are to get there. And you have to be very consistent and disciplined in taking action to get there. But do you know what happiness means to you? Because there is society's perception of what happiness is, and society conditions us to see success and happiness and fulfillment as a certain thing. But in reality, for most people, that's not what it is. And usually it's unattainable for most. Most people are not going to get there. Most people don't want to get to that particular point. And even when they get what society says will make them happy, it actually doesn't make them happy. You have your own personal perception of what happiness is. Everyone's got their own perception. Some people, it's having a big bloody yacht that's worth 5 million. Others, it's just rearing their kids and having a happy home. Others having their own business. Others climbing the corporate ladder. You know, what is it happiness means to you? What does it mean to you? You have to be very clear on that. Because if you're not clear on what happiness means to you, how the hell do you expect to achieve it? So you need to be clear on what does happiness mean to you, your own personal perception. You need to be very clear on what success means to you. Again, your own personal perception and not what society tells you about either. Ignore society's message on what success looks like and happiness looks like, because I can pretty much guarantee it's not what will actually make you happy or feel successful. And forget what other people think as well. Other people's opinions don't matter. You know, don't pay attention to them. Don't let them guide your life. Remember, you're holding the pen here. Why are you letting other people hold the pen? Why are you letting society hold the pen? Why are you letting conditioning hold the pen? You hold the pen. So go out there and make life what you want it to be. Because life can be what you want it to be. But you have to take the right action to make that happen. Otherwise, it's impossible. It's impossible. And I go back all the time to what I feel personally is the foundation to achieving happiness and success and, you know, all you want in life. And it's your mind, body, and health. Your mind, body, and health. That whole area of your life. If you don't have control of that area, I can guarantee you that you cannot be happy. Not truly happy. You might have a level of happiness, but you can't be truly happy. It's impossible. Because unless you feel good within yourself, you know, unless you like your body, unless you love your body, like truly love your body, unless you truly love who you are, unless you've got great self-love, the person you need to love the most is you. Unless you've got high self-esteem and good confidence. Unless you've got a strong mind, positive thought process, positive mental attitude. Unless you've got good health, which will exhibit and show in the way you are, the way you carry yourself, your energy, the way you look, your hair, skin, nails, you know, everything you do, your mindset, your mood, your thought process, all these different things. That whole area is the foundation It's like a house. If a house isn't built on a solid foundation, there's going to be problems long term. There's going to be problems long term. So you need a solid foundation in your life, and that's the mind, body, health area of your life. That's why I'm so passionate about it. I learned it myself in how it changed my life forever when I went through a very tough time from about 7 or 8 to 17, not wanting to be here, not wanting to live another day, trying to end it a couple of times, all that kind of stuff. And, regaining control of my mind, body, and health completely transformed my life forever. Completely transformed. And it's why since then, for about 27 years now, I've been passionate about educating people in what they need to do and what's the right thing to do, because we live in an age when there's never been so much information. But unfortunately, something that should be good, which is that there's loads of information, is bad, because most of it's absolute garbage. And most of it is just there because it's, backed by ulterior motives, industries that have huge bank balances, huge wads of cash they can throw at things and put out the information that basically channels people and tunnels people to their products or their services or whatever it may be. People need to learn the facts and the truth about health and well-being, and it's very different to what you hear. And also, besides that, how much do we ever hear about health? We hear very little. How much do we hear about mental health? We hear things here and there about, we need to tackle this, we need to tackle that. But does it never change? Does it never happen? No. What's the media doing? Is the media good for your mental health or bad for your mental health? Are soap operas good for your mental health or bad for your mental health? Are reality TV good for your mental health or bad for your mental health? Is all social media good for your mental health or bad for your social or mental health? They're all bad, aren't they? For the most part, for the vast most part. So, what's really been done for mental health? Nothing really, is there? Like minute. It's some wonderful people in every city and county and country in the world are doing amazing work, doing all they can to help the local people in mental health. But there's so little they can do. There's so little impact they can have. Now, it's still rewarding, it's still satisfying, it's still fulfilling for them. It's still amazing the work that they're doing. But it's a small imprint. And this is why there needs to be more and more of us tackling this area. It's like I do everything I can every single day to help educate people, to motivate them, I hope, and hopefully as well to inspire them through the way I live and what I put out there, and hopefully to be a good role model for people, to show what can be done, share my own personal story of challenge and obstacle and self-hatred and zero confidence and zero self-esteem and all these kind of things. So I do what I can, but again, there's only so much I can do. You can do more. The person next to you can do more. The person next door to you can do more. We can all do more. But it starts with ourselves. We can only help others if we can help ourselves. We can only help others if we are in a point where we love ourselves. We can only help others when we have good self-esteem and self-confidence. We can only help others when we're good role models. And we can give off the right energy. Because if we don't give off the right energy, how can we help people? We can't. It's just not possible. So it's really important for you to take care of you first. You are truly the most important person in your life. And you need to put on your own oxygen mask first. And that includes when you wake up first in the morning, at various times throughout the day, at various times in your life, at various times in your week, where typically you're putting other people first, you need to start putting yourself first. Because until you do, you can't be truly happy. And your happiness will radiate out into others and make them feel happier. And you'll have a bigger impact of it. That's the whole irony of when people don't take care of themselves. They're actually negatively impacting others. Yet they say they're not taking care of themselves because they haven't got time because they're taking care of other people. That's the whole irony of it all. When the reality is if you take better care of you, you can take better care of everybody. So it starts with you. I can't stress that enough to you. And there's so many different areas of the whole mind, body, health that we need to focus on. We need to learn more about, we need to learn the truth about, and that I'll educate you on over the course of weeks and months. And I already have done many episodes already, and I'll put out tons of content every day across social media anyway. So, there's loads of stuff there for you. But on these particular shows that I'll bring back the smile, I do my best to educate you, I want to get to motivate, hopefully, and to inspire. And on this particular episode, I want to clear up some exercise myths. I want to tackle exercise because it's an area that most people are not doing enough of. Not even close. Most people aren't prioritizing, mainly because they say they don't have time. And not having time is the most stupid excuse ever, because you have 24 hours in a day, I have 24 hours in a day. We all have 24 hours in a day. Now, what you do with that 24 hours is simply what you're prioritizing. Okay, that's what you're prioritizing. So that is where you're putting your time. Okay, so where are you putting your time? Because if you're not fitting exercise in, something else is getting it. Now, is that something else worth it? Does it deserve to get the time that your exercise should be getting? So this is the question you have to ask yourself. Because if you're saying you genuinely can't get exercise in, you must have a very important life that every single second has to go to something else. You can't even give up 10 minutes in the day to exercise. You must be so important. Everything you do must be so important, because I find it quite hard to believe that you can literally have no time to do any exercise. So if you actually are watching this and you truly believe that that's the case, let me know. Let me know your reasons or excuses, as most likely they become. Because I'm very interested to hear, because I've yet to hear one real valid excuse for not exercising. And I'm not talking about exercising an hour a day, 6 days a week, or anything like that. I'm talking about even if you did 10, 15 minutes 3 times a week, because so many people aren't even doing that. If you're not even doing that, how do you expect to feel good and look good? We all want to look a certain way, every single one of us. Like, we live in a very image conscious world, okay? And it's not a good thing, because image rules everything, and a lot of things are decided and determined because of how one looks. And that's not necessarily good either. But if we bring it right back to the person, how good you feel about yourself will come down to how you look. First and foremost, it's an element of societal conditioning for sure, but also we do truly care what we look like. And we should, and you should. And if you're not in the right shape, you shouldn't accept that. And don't convince yourself that you're happy with it. You're not happy with it. There's no way you're happy with it. And I don't buy that. I don't accept that. I've yet to meet anyone that's not in good shape that is happy with how they are. It's just not possible. We're living in a world now where it's trying to make it acceptable if you're out of shape, and that it's okay and it's politically correct and all this kind of stuff. Garbage. Everyone wants to look good. We need to stop now creating a world where we're creating an acceptance of being out of shape and unhealthy and not looking well, and that it's okay, and that the person themselves can feel it's okay. They can feel nearly it's safe to be in the world like that, which is not good. It's not good for them. And for them themselves, they have to stop thinking like that. So if you're kind of, accepting that, it's okay how I am now. I don't feel in good shape. I don't like the clothes size I'm in. I'm feeling fat. I feel out of shape. I feel unenergetic. I don't like how my skin is from my bad lifestyle. Don't just accept it's okay just because society and the world is telling you now it's okay. You're not happy. It's as simple as that. So a big part of feeling better and looking better and getting in better shape, and another thing I want to add to that is better shape comes down to you, what you want to look like, okay? No one wants to be completely out of shape and really overweight and fat and obese and stuff like that. No one wants that. I don't buy that anyone is happy in that kind of shape. It's just basically being lazy and accepting it for what it is, okay? And just taking the easy option. No one is happy at that. There's just no way, okay? No way whatsoever. But that doesn't mean if you look like a bikini model or a male model or something like that. There's varying levels of shape. And it's getting to the shape that you're happy. So what shape are you happy in? What shape do you want to be in? And also, don't bring age into it. If you're 50, 60 looking at this and you're thinking, I have a bit of a belly, I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, I'm 60. Rubbish. You can be in incredible shape at any age. You can have a six-pack at 80 if you want to. But what matters is, do you really want a six-pack? Do you want toned abs? Do you just want to be a little bit leaner? Do you want to be a size 8, 6 as a girl? Or do you want to be a size 10, 12 or 14? What do you want? Or a guy, do you want 28-inch waist or 30-inch waist or 36-inch waist? In terms of what you truly want yourself, what body shape will you be comfortable in? Because that's all that actually matters. Ignore everybody else, ignore everyone else's opinions. It doesn't matter. Now, if you happen to be someone who's 5, 6, 10 stone overweight, you truly will tell me, hand in heart, you are happy how you are. That's fantastic. I'm delighted for you. I'm happy for you, because happiness, true internal happiness and self-love is the most important thing of all. So if you're truly happy, fantastic. But the reality is, for the vast majority, that's 99.9%, that won't be the case, okay? There's exceptions to everything and various reasons for everything. So if you're not in your ideal shape, if you want to get in better shape, exercise is going to form a big part of it. Nutrition is a huge part of it, of course. Nutrition is like probably 80% of getting in shape and getting results and overall health and well-being. But exercise is so important. And it's not just important for your body for fat loss and toning up and things like that. It's also so important for your mental health. Like, exercise is literally medicine for the mind. medicine for the mind. And this is why I stress to anyone who's suffering any kind of mental health issues, from very mild feeling low to people who are, suffering very deep depressions and so on. Exercise has to be part of the prescription. It has to be, and it rarely is. Typically, it's just straight to medications, which is so wrong and doesn't solve it and doesn't hit the cause. Exercise is literally medicine for the mind. And it's natural, it's good for you, and it's good for your body, your energy, your feeling, you feeling empowered, all these kind of things. Right chemicals to your brain, improving your mood, even if it's only temporary. Exercise is literally medicine for your mind. So this is why I'm so passionate about getting people to exercise every day. I'm not talking about killing yourself for hours a day. It might only be 10 minutes. Good intense workout, and in general, besides that, keep active. But in exercise, if you want to get results, there's certain things that matter, certain things that will get results. Okay. A couple of myths I want to clear up here. Like, one is that, if you do slow, steady state exercise, it's the best for fat loss, and you're getting the best shape ever from doing it. So, going at a very low heart rate, 60% of your heart rate training zone, or your heart rate, of your max heart rate, and that's the fat burning zone, supposedly. And if you do that, you can burn loads of fat. Absolute garbage. It may be true that you're burning just fat as a fuel, yes, but at such a slow rate, it'll be insignificant. It's like everything in life. If you want to achieve anything in life, you have to work hard. It doesn't matter what we're talking about, what area of our life. If we want something, we have to put the effort in. There's no way getting in shape is as easy as just basically strolling around, or whatever 60% of your max heart rate feels like for you, because it's all relative. If someone's terribly unfit, that could still be a high enough heart rate. But the bottom line is, it won't feel like much exertion. So it's only there because it's, in some ways it'll encourage people to do some exercise, and something is better than nothing for sure. And if you're very overweight, any exercise is going to help. Any exercise is going to help to drop a bit of fat off your body once the food is in check. But when you get to a certain point, steady state exercise will not achieve anything. It's amazing for your health. Every bit of exercise is good for your health. So I encourage people to exercise, even if it is only like low to moderate intensity. But if you want results, if you want to truly get an improvement and, get into your best shape that is possible, if you truly want to do that, then you have to work harder. Intensity is everything. You have to work hard, and that's if you want to improve. Now, if you're happy as you are, you just want to keep as you are, keep that same shape, then moderate exercise is cool. Medium intensity, low intensity is fine, because it's about, doing what's required to kind of keep you as you are at that point, just for your health and well-being. Just keep your body moving, keep the blood flow going, keep your body toned, keep your fitness at a certain level. Then it doesn't matter. But when you want to get better, when you want to get leaner, lose fat, get more toned up, then you have to exercise intensively. The good thing about exercise intensively, though, is it doesn't have to be long, it can be short. Like, you can do an intense HIIT cardio session for 10 minutes, and it will absolutely destroy the level of calories you'll burn in an hour, hour and a half of walking or cross training or bike or anything like that. So even 10 minutes will destroy an hour, hour and a half at low intensity. So that's a good thing. It's not like you have to train for ages, really long periods of time and very intensively. Look, the more intense you work out, the less time it can be. So it's very important for you to make sure that you're exercise intensity for a short period of time, short bursts, and even mentally, that helps you to focus. So it's important you start exercising intensively. Now, again, intensity is all relative. It's all relative to the person themselves. Like, if I was to say, I want you to walk on the spot for 40 seconds and I want you to sprint on the spot for 20 seconds, you might be thinking, sprint? I can't sprint, I can barely walk. Remember, you go as hard as you can go. It might be like a fast walk on the spot for 20 seconds. Someone else might be going at 15 or 20 miles per hour on the spot for 20 seconds. You go relative to what you can do. It's all about what you can do, what you can manage. So everything is relative. Okay, so it's important to kind of have that in your head all the time. So intensity is relative, but intensity, you'll feel it yourself, how hard you're working. Okay, heart rate wise, the higher it goes, the better. Don't worry about it. If you start hitting 70% or 80% of your max heart rate, it doesn't matter. All it's showing is the body's working hard. Just like if you're hitting 160 or 170 beats per minute, people can get a bit of, literally get a shock or heart attack when you're thinking about it. But it doesn't matter, it just shows you're working hard. What happens is, as you get fitter, if you work out the same level, and be about 140 instead of 160. So it's showing your heart is getting stronger, your body is getting stronger. Okay? So really important to work out intensively, but that the benefit of that is the workouts can be short. They don't have to be long. Okay, so make sure again you're doing that. Put the effort in and give it welly. Just give it welly. Whether it's first thing in the morning or lunchtime or after work or late in the evening or whenever it may be, just give it welly. Push as hard as you possibly can. It's so important that you put the effort in. Intensity is everything. Also, you need to do is make sure you're progressing. Okay, again, a lot of time people think doing the same thing over and over it's going to help get results, and they do the same program for even up to a year in the gym. Waste of time. Again, great for your health. Will help to keep you tipping over and will help to keep you as you are, but it will not progress you. You will not progress. If you're not progressing, you have to give your body some new challenge. We grow off challenges, like in life in general. That's why life is never plain sailing. That's why in life we need the tough challenging times, because they are what allows us to grow. Without them we can't grow, it's impossible. So it's important that every time you train you aim to do a little bit better. It could be a little bit faster, a bit more of an incline, shorter recovery periods, a few more reps, a bit of heavier weight, whatever it may be. Just if you have, here's your workout for the other day, here's your workout for today, that one's better than the other. The one you do now obviously is better than the previous one, or you're aiming for it, because there's just lots of variables to what you ate during the day, the hydration levels, the temperature and humidity, stress levels, your sleep the night before. There's many factors that will affect how good your workout will be. But the main thing is you give it the best you can. Aim to progress. Always aim to progress. If you did 30 kilo bench press, for instance, 10 reps the last day, this time aim for 11 or 12, or go for 32.5 kg for 8 to 10 reps. It's better. So always aiming for better. It's really important. Progression is so important. So make sure it's intense. Make sure you progress. And then always keep changing things up. Like muscle confusion is really important. These are the 3 principles basically to effective training. And unfortunately, for the vast majority of things out there, they don't push intensity. It's still about low duration activities for the most part. They don't say much about progression. Even a lot of personal trainers and all will have people on the same program for months. Gyms definitely will have people on for months or years even. And muscle confusion, a lot of people again don't do it. PTs a lot of time won't do it because it takes work. Having to constantly keep changing the program and routine. So they're happy to leave people on a program for a month, 2 months, 3 months even, because it's less work for them. So, this is why it's important to find people who actually care and who want to make a difference, who want to help you. So make sure you're incorporating muscle confusion. So it just means to change the routine, change what you're doing. Okay, it could be exercises are in different order, different reps, could be a completely new routine, a completely new type of routine, a different machine if it's for cardio, or instead of doing 40 off, 20 on, for the cardio you might do 30-30, so many endless ways of tweaking and changing up your program. The main thing is to do it regularly. Regularly change your program. The more regularly you do it, the better. Okay? So there are 3 keys to getting results. So intensity, so incorporate intensity, incorporate progression, always aim to do more, and incorporate muscle confusion. So always trying to do something different on a very regular basis. And if you do those 3, you will get results much, much faster. I can guarantee it. That they're absolutely crucial to get results. And if you don't do them, then you're going to find it very hard to get results. Okay? Especially kind of results you can be looking for. Like you want to get really, really good results. So make sure you incorporate those 3: intensity, progression, muscle confusion. Now, another massive myth that's out there is weight training is only for guys and weight training is only for bodybuilders. Absolute rubbish. And thankfully you can see in the sporting world this is changing bit by bit. Weight training is crucial for all. I don't care if you're 90 years of age. I don't care if you're a 90-year-old woman. I don't care if you're 7 or 8 years of age, boy or girl. Weight training is an absolute necessity. Why is that? Well, your body's got bone, then muscle and fat. So the muscle is basically your structure is attached to the bone. So it's pretty damn important, and it protects all your organs in as well. So the stronger it is, the better. So you want to have really strong muscles all over your body. Okay? So make sure again you're incorporating it just for that. It gives you better shape. If you want to be in better shape and better tone and look better aesthetically, like when people are looking at you, you have to do weights. You could do all the cardio you like in the world, but you never get tight and toned with cardio. It's actually impossible. You can only get tight and toned by doing weight training. So make sure you're doing weight training. Okay? And anyone who might claim, oh, I'm in great shape, and they might be, and they say, oh, I did no weights ever. Well, I can guarantee you they actually are, they just don't realize it. They're probably doing some form of manual work, or they do a lot of rowing or boxing or stuff like that, which are seen as cardio, which they are, but you are using all your joints and all your muscles. So it's like doing weight training and cardio all together. So depending on what you're doing, that's like doing weights as well. Like a rower is a great blast for getting a good cardio session and getting like weight training too. So it's a good quick 15-20 minute blast will tick both boxes. And that's a great way to get your exercise in a few days a week as well. Weight training also is the only way that you burn calories at an incredibly fast rate, and especially after the workout. Most of the calories are actually burned afterwards during the repair process. So you'll burn way more calories than cardio after your weight training session. Because after cardio, you burn calories for a little bit after, but mainly during it. And it all depends what you do during it and how hard you worked. If you didn't work too hard and didn't finish really strong, for instance, you may stop burning calories for after 30, 40 minutes or an hour. After a proper weight training session, you're burning calories 24/7 because the body's constantly having to repair itself. So it's focused on repairing itself and regenerating itself. So it's having to burn calories to do so. So it's the best way. If you have two people, one does 12 weeks of 3 days a week weights, one does 12 weeks of 3 days a week cardio, and they both eat the same nutrition plan, a decent one, going to the weights will be dramatically different. Like there will literally be no comparison in how amazing they look in comparison to the person who didn't. Amazing. So, weight training is really important from that perspective. It'll help to shape your body. It'll burn fat faster than anything else. So it's really important from a fat loss perspective, but for a structure perspective in your body shape and for your clothes. And also then it's good for your bones. So it's the only way to strengthen your bone density. You can get injections and all kinds of stuff like that, but that's not a real proper, good long-term solution. So, you need to make sure that you do weight training even just for your bones, and also helps with your posture too. So there's so many different benefits to it. You're even burning calories if you do weight training regularly. You're even burning calories when you're asleep. That's right, when you're asleep, you're burning calories. Now, how cool is that? You need to be doing weight training for that. So make sure you are. Okay. In general, with training, people always focus on quantity, and if they can't get a certain quantity in, like an hour and a half, they think, oh, what's the point? But the reality, again, it's another myth. The reality is there's quality, not quantity. Quality, not quantity. Always quality first. It's about doing the best you can with what you've got. And even if that means you're at home, you've got nothing, you just got yourself a couple of bottles of water and something to sit up and down on, perfect. It's a start. It's a load you can do. If you literally were in somewhere with 4 walls and nothing else, there's loads you can do. Like our bodies are incredibly versatile. There's so much that we can do. But we have to be focused on doing that. You have to be determined to do whatever it takes and to push yourself to make sure that you're only going to overcome any excuses that come into your head, because there will be excuses and you need to batter them, because the excuses won't serve you. Just like the blame game, it doesn't serve you, it won't help you. Won't help you get to the shape you want. It won't help you get to the life you want. And isn't that what we're looking for? So, make sure you're bringing your weight training in. It's so important. Whether you call it weight training or weights or resistance training, pump and iron, whatever you might call it, it's all the same thing. It's using something for resistance. And if you do it, your body's going to tone up really, really fast. You're going to lose fat really, really fast. You're going to improve your posture. You're going to improve your bone density. You're going to burn loads of calories even when you're asleep, and burn loads of calories post-workout. The benefits are massive. So it's a case of just doing it and making it happen and keeping focus, And there are some myths that are common in the world still, which is pretty amazing, that people think, that these things still exist and matter. But, I hope what I've shared in this particular episode will have clarified a lot for you and made you a bit clear on what works, what doesn't work, and maybe answer some questions you had, or might actually clarify why some of what you're doing isn't achieving any results. Because for a lot of people, they're putting in the effort, they're doing stuff, they're being consistent, they're doing their workouts, they're doing what they've been told by trainers and so on around the world. But unfortunately, the vast majority are not doing it right, not telling good advice. And people go out there and they're wasting time and energy, and they're getting to the point where they just can't be bothered. They truly start to believe that it's down to them. It's their genetics, their thyroid, it's their whatever. And the bottom line is they can change anything. Doesn't matter who they are, what the background is, genetics, all that kind of stuff. If you want to be in great shape, you can be in great shape. Just it looks different to everybody and how to get there. The journey looks different. But you can get there and everyone can get there. So I urge you to commit to getting in the best shape of your life. And like I said, in the shape that you want to. Because when you're in good shape, you will have incredible self-esteem, self-image, and a powerful, positive level of self-esteem. And that's just, it's like a superpower. So make sure again that you're prioritizing it into your life. Remember, mind body health is a key foundation for everything. It's so important you focus on how we can improve in this area every single day. And I always say, today, your focus should be on being better than yesterday. And this week, your focus should be on being better than last week. And just keep that kind of mentality. And once you keep that kind of mentality, you can only improve. There's no other way you can go. So, as I said to start, there's so much information out there, but unfortunately, most of it's absolute garbage. And I hope in this particular episode, I managed to clarify a couple of the important points regarding exercise that maybe were frustrations for you. And you can understand why the hell you weren't getting results you should. And hopefully what I've shared will allow you to. It's about putting in the work. Just put in the work, give it all you can, and you will get in the best shape of your life. You just have to be consistent and be disciplined. So hope this helped. Do let me know. Leave a comment below the video. Make sure you share this video out to far and wide. And that's it from me, Dave Sheahan, here at Bringing Back the Smile on Learn Media. And have an awesome day. Keep focused, keep doing your best, and keep moving towards happiness. Because remember, that's all that matters. Put on your own oxygen mask first.